If you're going to spend on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoid App Store. It's got all the best in-game purchases. They fight for market share with Apple and Google. That's why they offer these discounts. Use promo code MUSH5, and information of how to download this is in the description to the video as well as in the Discord. Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushroom with Genghis. So I wanted to go over darklord build and what you guys suggested I was doing wrong. And I'll show you because some of you may have commented early or you don't read the comments, and I wanted to get the advice out there for anyone who wanted to be a darklord. So yesterday's video, basically I said, look, I think I've built the darklord correctly, but I think there's some stuff missing. Like, what am I doing wrong? And one person in the Discord, link to the Discord is in the description to the video. He's like, why don't you copy this guy? It's like, okay, great. But like when you watch a battle, you can't see everything that's going on behind the scenes. So you can't just copy. So one of those things behind the scenes that someone told me was you need to go into archery and you need to crank up the basic attack speed. So I've got it up to 0.19. I do have enough to get it to 0.2. I just have to reset somewhere, but this is good enough. I don't think it'll make too much of a major difference doing that. But that did really increase my speed. So attack speed 2.99 and final attack speed 3.88. So I guess it'll probably get to like 389 or 390 when I finish that. And then the other thing that one person did say was, he's like, I don't think you can do it because you don't have the tiger back. And he said, this right here is for the darklord, and you basically need it. So each 5% missing HP grants a 40% chance of dealing, for me, 400% skill. And then when you lose 10% of your HP, you get a 60% chance of dealing 600% skill. Also, it takes off 1% of the target's HP, max HP, not just their HP. And here, same thing with 1% and 600%. And then each 20% missing, you get 1,000% and 2%. So that's basically 3 huge attacks you get to land of skill. And then you get to take 4% of their max HP off. And max HP, like that means what they start with. So if they start with a billion, you're taking immediately 4%, so 4 billion or 4 million off, right? 40 million off. So very good. Plus you get the actual damage as well, and it'll crit. So sadly, it seems like I can't really be a great darklord. So if we look right here, I'll show you. I'll go into a couple battles and we'll see how I do. I'm doing a bit better because of the speed. And just to show you in my skills, so I've been playing around with the skills a bit, trying to get them. This one doesn't really seem to help at all, even though it helps attack. And smoke bomb doesn't really seem to help too much too. So probably the best one for me would be actually pineapple, unless attack speed. Maybe let's try this one. You know, I haven't tried the extra attack speed. Let's see how that ends up for me. And then here on the skills, this is pretty much about as good as I can get. I can take off the snow general, but I do like to slow down the opponent as well. But I can take that off and add fiery tail or something else that would help with a shield duration. But anyways, let's take a look at a battle. And there's basically 2 guys who have really high crit and they give me issues. So here's one of them. And if you recall in yesterday's video, I would, this is kind of what would happen. This is a really bad matchup. Usually I do better than this. And, but then either way, he has like 7,000 crit and it just takes over. So I'm going to do one change here. I'm going to go back and I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to go into pineapple, which is something that I do like to use once in a while, as it gives multiple chances at crit, just like the bat and the spider. So let's see. So we're going good. Like just that crit just takes over eventually. And then we'll look at the other guy who lately he's improved a lot, aka spent some money, and is coming after me. And right there, I get to his Pepe is so annoying. And right there, I'm going and going, and just can't finish him off. So that's where I used to be with my profit. I couldn't finish people off right at the end, and then I switched to a long, slow power build, and I started to just crush people. So this just seems like I don't have the mount, the artifact, and wingback combination to be a Dark Lord. So I've always said that to you guys, like when the new Necromancer came out, the Beast Tamer, you can't switch or you're going to have to spend money again. So I think that's kind of just where I'm at with this character. I've spent money to be a mage, and it's not easy to cross over to Dark Lord. So I'm going to close this video out and basically say that, yeah, I just really can't be a Dark Lord. I don't have what it takes. I don't have the items. And we'll go here. This is another guy that he's fairly strong, that I have good matchups against. I don't know if so that's what should be happening for me against those other two guys. Like I should be getting those, 1 second kills. Just drop it in and take a lot of power off at the start and then just grind them a little bit. But I'm not getting it. So I'm going to have to switch back to Prophet, which, you know what, I'm totally fine with. I love Prophet. It's my favorite class in the game, and happy to go back. So in a couple days, I'll do a video on my Prophet build, and I do have a couple little updates to it as well. So like, subscribe, leave a comment.